Hello, friends, and welcome back. My name is Christy, spelled with an E. And if you're unfamiliar with me or my story, in the past 2 years, I have lost over 80 pounds and I'm working towards living a healthy and natural life. On this channel, I share my experiences, my life, things that pop into my head, and also my cats. This is Lucky. I'm sure you've already met him if you've watched this channel at all. And also today, we have Freya with us. She doesn't normally come out of hiding, but she's been a lot better lately at being a little lovey-dovey, which I love. I'm glad that she's coming out of her shell more. Today I wanted to talk about calories a little bit. I was having a conversation with my sister, cousin, wifey about calories and calorie deficits, and there were some things that I have noticed in my own life, and I did some more research on what exactly is a calorie and are they a good unit of measurement, and I have come to the opinion that they are not. And before I go any further, I just want to say that I am not a medical professional. I do not have any degrees or certificates in nutrition or medicine or anything. So what I say should not be taken as medical advice. I'm just sharing my personal experiences and stories and the things that I've learned on my journey. And with that out of the way, what are calories? Calories are a measurement, yes. They are fuel, they are heat, but they are not a unit of measurement to determine how much food we should eat. When you are looking at calories, they're not equal. And the whole 3,500 calories equals 1 pound is really not good. It's faulty science. It doesn't work. Can we sit down, Lucky? You were being so good. You just want attention. I know you do. I was listening to a podcast with a woman, Zoe Harcum. I've talked about her before, and she does hold a PhD, so she knows what she's talking about. And she has said that she was looking at how they figured out that calories are, that 3,500 calories equals a pound. And the formula that they came about to figure that out, they said that a pound is 454 grams, which that is a fact. And they said 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, which I don't know how they came up with that. She doesn't know how they came up with that. If calories in and calories out worked, then when you would put yourself in a calorie deficit, which we've heard so much about, then you should lose weight. And for some people, it can work, but it's not very good. For one thing, if you are taking away some of the energy that your body uses to fuel itself, your body is going to then acclimate to that level of fuel, and it's going to start working against you. Then you're going to have to make an even sharper deficit, and then an even sharper deficit. And you're going to be depriving yourself of nutrients that your body needs. You're going to end up being sick, and it's not going to work. And if you do it again, it will work even less. And this is why I believe that people say 95% or whatever number they use of diets fail. Diets do fail. Diets are not good. In order to be healthy, and weight loss comes with being healthy if you are overweight, that is by eating healthy and understanding nutrition. The same calories in a Snicker bar are not the same calories in the same size of meat. They may have the same amount of calories, but they're not equal. So as a unit of measurement, if they're not equal, they don't work. Nourishing your body is not the same as feeding your body. You can put all kinds of food in your body that aren't going to actually have any of the nutrients that we need. So when we look at nutrients, we have to look at what are the essential nutrients. And an essential nutrient is something that the body does not make on its own. And for example, cholesterol. You need cholesterol. Your brain is made up of cholesterol. Your body also produces cholesterol. So dietary cholesterol is not needed, therefore it is not an essential nutrient. Your body does not need carbs. Your body does not need sugar. None of those are essential nutrients. So what are essential nutrients? We have two kinds of fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6. And the kind that our body needs in the omega-3 is DHA and EPA, which can be found in oily fish. And the omega-6 that we need is ALA, which can be found in flax seeds. The other essential nutrients that we need are amino acids. There are 9 of them. I can't remember what they all are, but I do know that they can all be found in complete proteins, which are animal proteins. The last one is vitamins, and there are 13 vitamins, including vitamins A, D, E, and K. And actually, did you know that vitamin C is not an essential nutrient? Yeah. If you don't eat vitamin C, you're not going to get scurvy, as long as you're not eating carbs. The Inuit population in Alaska, for example, doesn't eat vegetables or carbs. They don't have a long enough growing season. They eat mainly meat, whale, fish, and they don't get any vitamin C and they don't get scurvy. But sailors who, eat biscuits and cookies and bread and rum, of course, they get vitamin C deficiency because they needed it to combat the other things that they were eating. So vitamin C is not an essential nutrient, but the vitamins that are essential we can get from animal foods and the sun, because that's a great source of vitamin D. Another example of where to get good vitamins from is vitamin A. A great source of vitamin A is liver, and that is one thing that I do eat. I'm not eating it as often as I did anymore because I did not know that I could potentially be giving myself vitamin A toxicity by eating too much, because liver is very high in vitamin A. And vitamin A comes in 2 sources. There's keratin and there's retinol. Now, keratin is found in plants. Retinol is found in animal foods. And our bodies can convert keratin into retinol, but there are some people that cannot do that. Their bodies, for some reason, I don't know the science on that, but they are not able to convert that. So that is another thing that animal products, again, is what we should be eating instead of plants and carbs and everything else. Now, I will say that herbs are great for their medicinal qualities. Tinctures and, like elderberry syrup and different things are very beneficial for you, but it's not a necessary thing. But those are the essentials. Those are the essential nutrients that we need. And we need them in certain forms, and that is called bioavailability. I know, all these big, crazy words I'm using. But what bioavailability means, it means your body's ability to break it down and utilize it. And the problem with vitamins from plants is that plants also have anti-nutrients in them that can bind to other things and therefore keep it from your body. So you may be eating them, but you are not getting those nutrients. They go right through you, just like the fiber when we talked about in one of my earlier videos. Minerals are also important for the body, but the most bioavailable forms of zinc and iron both come from animals as well. So we can get the nutrients that our body wants, that our bodies need, from animal products. And that is why I have changed my diet, and by diet, I don't mean a fad diet or just I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm going to eat this way for a little while. When I say diet, I mean this is how I eat now. I've changed things. And I did notice something very interesting because I have tried to lose weight many times in the past, and it didn't really work. It was not sustainable. It was not easy for me. And a lot of people, will use excuses like, oh, I have PCOS, I can't lose weight. Well, guess what? I have PCOS. I lost 80 pounds. So don't tell me it can't be done. I am proof that it can be done. And it is sustainable because even though I have reached my goal, I am still losing weight. Not because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm actually, if you want to say, eating in a calorie surplus, but I'm still losing weight. But that's because I'm giving my body what it needs. And yes, I still do have fat on my body that needs to come off and be replaced with muscle. But body composition is a completely different topic for another time. Another reason why calories in, calories out doesn't really work is when you're eating the wrong sorts of calories, you're not getting the nutrition. And what happens when you are overweight, when you are sick, your cells, which is the building blocks of our bodies, become inflamed and they can no longer communicate with the rest of the body. Being overweight is a hormonal issue. That is where it all comes from. And if you can heal your cells, then they can communicate with each other. Sorry, my brain is 10 miles ahead of me and I'm trying to keep up. But they can't communicate as well. So we need to heal the cells by feeding them the nutrition that they need. We need to stop eating carbs. Carbs are one of the biggest detriments to our body. Carbs, sugar, grains, all of that is not good for us, and that's why we're gaining weight. Yes, it tastes good, but so rat poison tastes good to rats. That's why they eat it. Why are we eating poison? I don't care if it tastes good. I'm not going to eat it anymore. There are many things that, I will see someone else eating and be like, oh, I remember how that tastes. That is so good. And then I remember, that's poison. It might taste good, but I don't want it anymore. I want a healthy body, not a sick body. I want to be able to live a long life where I can still have all my cognition and be aware of things. We are not supposed to die at an early age. And by that, I mean like at 80, that's an early age. We're not supposed to die that young. We're supposed to be able to live and still have good brain function up till we're at least 100 years old. And that is my goal. I want to live that long. I mean, I hope the world is still here. But that's my goal, is to be able to live long and to have good quality of life and be healthy and be able to do things. There are 3 causes to cellular inflammation, and they are sugar, bad fats, like trans fats, and toxins. That's what we need to cut out in order to heal our bodies and become more healthy, and in the process, lose weight. I will share another kind of funny thing. Freya over here, she normally did not want anything that I ate. If I, have even meat that I bought from the store and, tried to give the cats a little bit as a treat or something, she wouldn't touch it. Lucky would, but Lucky thinks he's a dog. He'll eat practically anything. But now that I'm eating real food, she will sit right at my feet and beg for some of my food now. And I do. I share my food with her here and there, especially when I'm eating organ meats like heart. I love heart. She loves heart. It's good for her too. So I want to make sure that my cats are healthy as well. So that's why it's, I think of it as a treat, but it's not really a treat. It's feeding them the correct way too. For getting healthy and, as a side effect, lose weight, there are 3 things that we can do. First, choose real food. Second, choose food for the nutrition that it can give you. And 3, choose foods for their bioavailability. What can your body get out of what you're eating? Because remember, we are fueling our bodies. It's not about taste. I mean, yes, the food I eat tastes great. I absolutely love it. But I choose it based on the nutrition of it and the quality of it. And that's how I've lost weight and gotten much more healthy. I don't have the brain fog that I used to have. I'm even starting to see that my hair is growing back, and I will do a video on that in a few months. It's hard to tell after just 1 month of changing things. I do see a little bit of change, but like I said, hair growth is different. It's slower, so I'm not going to see the results of that as quickly. But as I do, and I am taking pictures and stuff so I can share that with you when that time comes when I can actually see better results that are actually visible. Because I mean, I can feel results and I can kind of see results, but I'd rather be able to show you on a better scale that go, oh look, here I didn't have hair and now I do. So keep a lookout for that video because that will be coming, because I'm very excited about that. That's been one issue that I have lived with for a long time, and it has been a source of consternation. There I go with the wordy bits again. But, you know, and that's just a side effect as well. I'm not doing this in order to get hair or to lose weight. My goal is to be healthy, and I want that for you as well. And you can do it. I know you can. So don't count calories, count nutrition. That is the best thing that we can do. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you gained some knowledge and got some good information out of it. I know it was a little bit rambly here and there. That's just the way I am. I ramble. If you do have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments down below. I do read all of my comments, and I really appreciate and enjoy you sharing your stories. That is fantastic, and it will grow our little community here, which would be wonderful as well. So if you do like this video, please give it a like, and if you have lasted this long, give yourself a round of applause. I appreciate you for watching this and for sticking around through the end. Before I go, I do want to share one more story with you guys, and this is just absolutely fantastic. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video on making tallow balm, and I went to the local gas station and I was talking with the woman behind the counter, and she was mentioning a skin condition that she had. And I said, you know what? I make tallow balm. And she was like, I've never even heard of that. I said, well, let me bring you some and you can try it out and see how you like it. So I had a little jar. I keep all of my glass jars. And I had a little jar of, I think it was spiced jelly that I'd gotten from my husband for Christmas. He likes spicy things. And I kept the jar. So I filled it with, you know, my tallow balm, and I brought it to her. And I went back a week later and I asked her, you know, how did it work for you? Did you like it? And she said, oh girl, that was fantastic. But let me tell you something even better. My grandson, he's 4 months old, and he has rosacea, and he had it very bad on his face. He's 4 months old, and the doctors were talking about putting him on steroids at 4 months old. And she told her daughter, hey, I've got this tallow balm. Put this on his face and see if it helps him. And her daughter, you know, thought it was kind of a little quackery at first, but she eventually tried it on him. And within 2 days, his skin had cleared up. Absolutely fantastic. I'm bringing her another jar this weekend because it's just awesome to be able to help someone, help their family to heal problems. I mean, yes, that's just a skin problem. I don't say just a skin problem, but it's a skin problem. And she was able to, you know, fix that for her 4-month-old grandson using tallow balm, all natural animal products. I'm so thrilled. I think that is One of the best things that I've been told in a long time. So, and on that happy note, I will leave you for today. I hope you have a splendiferous weekend, and I wish you well on your journey. I will catch you all later. Toodles.